Many of the pioneer locations of some of our favorite fast food restaurants are still going strong, in full operation and slinging quick service grub to legions of loyal fans, just as they have since the very beginning. These are some of the original fast food locations you can still eat at today. We begin our list with a bit of a contentious entry, since the location of the world's first KFC depends a lot on who you ask. According to the National Historical Society of North Corbin, Kentucky, the birthplace of Kentucky Fried Chicken is located inside Sanders Cafe on 1002 West Dixie Highway. That's where the Colonel first developed the recipe for a signature chicken. Today, hungry diners can still feast there, in a dark wood-paneled dining room populated with the original maple tables and chairs from the 1940s. But while that's where Colonel Sanders first learned to cook his chicken, the first actual KFC franchise location is on 3890 South State Street in Murray, Utah. It opened in 1952, and now it contains a life-size bronze statue of the Colonel to greet hungry customers. Inside, you'll find a collection of additional Colonel Sanders memorabilia, including original posters, advertising, and that iconic white suit. Countless donut and coffee concoctions were created at the very first ever location of Dunkin Donuts, which opened in 1950 on 543 Southern Artery in Quincy, Massachusetts. Present-day visitors to the store's first location may not find cups of coffee for just a dime, but the location received a retro makeover in 2011 to honor the 50s-era roots of the original. There's a unique script logo emblazoned on the outside of the building, along with horseshoe-shaped counter service inside. It's the only location where you'll find this retro revival, as a Dunkin' Donuts spokesman has promised that it won't approve any other throwback renovations in any other location. As one of the pioneers in fast casual restaurant chains in the United States, Chipotle's unique blend of infinitely customizable burritos and fresh ingredients continues unfettered. And it turns out it's been that way from the very beginning. Well, almost. The world's first Chipotle was located in a barely functional block of buildings in a rundown neighborhood in downtown Denver. Multiple storefronts used the same water supply, which meant that if someone was getting a shampoo at the hair salon next door, Chipotle's fountain soda machine stopped working. Founder Steve Ells estimated that to stay in business, he'd need to sell 114 burritos per day. Soon, he was selling more than 10 times that many, out of a storefront that was basically broken half the time. Lovers of the chain's mission-style burritos can still slide into the original location on 1644 East Evans Ave for their Chipotle fix. Even if you've never visited the original iconic Nathan's Famous hot dog stand, smack on the boardwalk in the middle of New York's Coney Island, you're probably familiar with the brand. In addition to a line of packaged hot dogs and condiments, Nathan's Famous has sprawled out to include dozens of locations in rest stops, airports, and strip malls. And that's not to mention the annual Nathan's-sponsored hot dog eating contest, where slender men eat dozens of water-soaked hot dogs in the blistering heat of the Brooklyn sun. The original location can be found at 1310 Surf Avenue, right down the street from one of Coney Island's longest operating sideshow and burlesque venues. Hungry hot dog gobblers can rub elbows with sword swallowers, tattooed ladies, and some guy from Staten Island starting a fistfight. It's been a sprawling, neon-soaked icon of Surf Avenue for more than 100 years. In the 1950s, pizza's popularity in America was skyrocketing. Enter Mike Ilitch and his wife Marion, who sunk their life savings into the opening of the first Little Caesars in Garden City, Michigan in 1959. On their first day in business, Little Caesars sold 49 pizzas, and Ilitch recorded each of the sales by hand in a spiral-bound notebook. You can still pop in for a pizza at the store's first location, located at 32594 Cherry Hill Road in an aging strip mall in Garden City. A commemorative plaque hangs on the wall outside, marking the chain's place in pizza history. Sadly, concerns over the mall's future mean that Little Caesars is currently planning to leave the original location and relocate to a new store a few blocks away. Tucked away on a quiet road not too far from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport sits an important piece of fried chicken history. The legendary Dwarf House Cafe, where founder S. Truett Cathy and his brother Ben first started tinkering with variations of the signature sandwich in 1946. After lots of testing and feedback from customers, Cathy settled on a recipe worthy of building an empire around, eventually opening more than 2,000 locations. Chick-fil-A superfans can still stop in at the original location at 461 North Central Avenue in Hateville, Georgia, where they will find numerous unique touches not found in the nationwide franchise locations. This includes counter and table service, as well as special menu items including BLTs, steaks, burgers, and a hot brown, consisting of a fried chicken fillet drenched in gravy and cheese. Unlike many franchise locations, the Dwarf House is open 24 hours a day, but only from Monday to Saturday because, like all Chick-fil-A locations, the original is always closed on Sundays.